Mr. Kohli, you know what the Congress also says is there's a chronology to all of it. And if you do look at it, it does look, it's a bit intriguing. And for once, if you, along with the BJP spokesperson's hat, put on the hat of a noted Supreme Court lawyer, you look at the chronology and how this case was revived, by the same person whose petition was heard, who first stayed the same case, then reopened it days after Rahul Gandhi, asked for it to be activated days after Rahul Gandhi made the speech on Adani in Parliament, and then hearing began after a full 1 year of there being a stay on this case. So the Congress says this is clear vendetta politics. The government got spooked with Rahul Gandhi invoking the Prime Minister alongside Mr. Adani.
So Preeti, as a lawyer, let me respectfully answer that, including my political hat. But let's take it from the legal threshold. What is the Congress party's final stand? Can we please have clarity on it? Their senior leaders say we respect the court process, and others say we raise questions on the way the court conducted itself. So make up your mind. Are you saying that the court of Surat was biased, the judge didn't apply his mind, and he was acting on an agenda? Or do you say we respect it, now we are going to challenge it? So, I mean, make up your mind. You can't have both the arguments depending on which way this, what is the time of the day. Number two, is this the first time that the Congress party has used the court proceedings and done it so? In the Supreme Court, when they like a judgment, the courts are independent. When they don't like a judgment, they say the judiciary is threatened, it's no longer impartial. When they win elections, the election commission is normal, excellent, well done. When they lose an election, the election commission is biased, institutions in India are under challenge, the electronic voting machine is questionable. So this is an argument of convenience, it's an argument of irresponsibility, it's an argument coming from a defeated mindset that is unable to take on things on its merit. People win elections because the voters vote by pressing their finger on the button on an electronic voting machine. Similarly, cases are primarily lost or won on the basis of how the arguments are put forth. Now in the Surat court, 1 year later arguments come. I'm finding it nothing strange. We are every day in court. Dr. Singhvi is in court every day. I am in court every day. And we meet probably 3 times a day in different courts. And what do we find? There are dates that come after 2 months. There are dates that come after 6 months. Sometimes hearings start in the trial courts after 1 year, 1.5 years, after 8 months. So are you every time going to pick up a question of timing? Why did it happen after 8 months and not 9 months? This timing issue that the Congress party is doing is not correct.
But, the timing issue, Mr. Kohli, had more to do with the fact that the same person who was fighting the case against Rahul Gandhi first stayed the case for a year, reactivated days after his speech on Mr. Adani. But that aside, there's a legal route to it, which the Congress says, okay, the government could have gone by and abided by what the legal route was, which was in progression, disqualification from the House. But the Congress alleges that you've been very vindictive, you've been vile, you've made this highly political in the form of that the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, who's supposed to get quorum in the House between the opposition and the government, was the one today rallying OBC MPs together to raise a voice against Rahul Gandhi, stating that he insulted the OBC community. On the other hand, with what we are just picking up, now a clear push on Rahul Gandhi to evict his 12 Tughlaq Lane house because he's no longer an MP.
But why shouldn't? So I have a question to... No, so 1 minute, hang on. Is Mr. Rahul Gandhi a senior member of the Congress party? Does he not abuse the BJP on a daily basis? I mean, the fact of the matter is, can it be less political? Should it be less political? I mean, the Congress party has been waiting for 20 years and hoping for 20 years that Mr. Rahul Gandhi will finally arrive politically and be able to deliver to them some great victory. So, I mean, they have made it political, we haven't. They have selected him as the heir, whether he wants to be the heir, doesn't want to be the heir, whether he wants to be president, doesn't want to be the president. But that is the Congress party's position of making him such an important political person. Are we now looking at as if the BJP is making him a majorly political person? No, we are only responding to another political person. Let's go further. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, if he wants to protect himself, should he not be more circumspect with what he says? Did he not apologize before the Honorable Supreme Court in 2018 when he made loose comments on Rafale? And the court advise him in its judicial magnanimity, be more careful with your words? In 19, he comes up with this statement. He now says that democracy is in danger. He wants the help. What are Europe and America doing about the so-called threat to Indian democracy? So are you expecting foreign powers to interfere in India's democracy when you were elected, when your party won Himachal Pradesh? That means democracy is in danger. So Mr. Rahul Gandhi is a person who's loose with his words. And one, if the law catches up with him, I think every law-abiding citizen is going to welcome that law has acted. And that's all it is. Now, he can't expect a special set of privileges because he is from the Nehru Gandhi family and he believes that I should be treated separately.